Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all know who it is. It is Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skinned activist. Yes, I'm in the building. Let me do a quick mic check before I continue on. Can you guys hear me? Please type yes in the chat if you can hear me. I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear before I continue on. So can someone please type yes if you can hear me? Hold on, y'all, because I got to make sure everybody can hear me. Thank you, Latasha. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let's go on and get started, y'all. I hope y'all are having a phenomenal Saturday. I'm glad to be here. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Somebody said Crystal Swirls is live. Okay. Crystal Swirls. Shout out to Crystal Swirls. You know, she came for me about, I want to say about a year ago, but it's all good. I ain't mad at Crystal Swirls at all. Um, all right, y'all. For those of y'all that don't know, y'all know I got to give my introduction. Y'all know I ain't finna come up on here and talk to y'all and not give my classic introduction. I'm the reason. I'm about to share my screen with you guys so y'all can see my lovely face. Okay, you looking at the woman that's the reason for anybody on social media, reality TV, celebrities. I'm the reason why all these chicks and these dudes is talking about colorism and dark skin. Why do I say that? I don't say that out of arrogance, y'all. I say it because it's the truth. Back in 1998, I started the first platform in history to fight to end colorism and what I later called darkism. And the platform, I called it dark skin activism, and I call myself the dark skin activist. I created the phrase dark skin activism. I also created the phrase dark skin activist. And it means that I am an activist that specifically fights to end colorism or darkism. Okay. Let me tell y'all, back in 98, there was nobody talking about dark skin in terms of a platform. The only person that y'all know who I'm finna say, I ever give credit to is a woman named Cola Booth. Shout out to Cola Booth because she's the mother. You know, she's the mother of this thing. In 1998, you know, and people say, well, where did you come up with this from? Well, let me tell you. I first started talking to my family and friends about dark skin discrimination. This was like in 98. They would kick me out of their house because they would say, you jealous, you a hater, you this, you that. And, you know, but I wouldn't stop. I would keep on talking about it because my burning question, I was trying to understand, why the hell was I being treated different for being dark skinned? Why the hell that when I went to school, the boys called me black and ugly and African booty scratcher? I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Why the hell does even my own brother, my one brother, I ain't gonna say your name, you was embarrassed to let people know that I was your sister because I was skinny and black and dark skinned with nappy hair? Why the hell was my light-skinned cousin, who I love to death, I love her now, but why was she treated better than me for being light-skinned? These were the burning questions that I had. And I know y'all think that I'm this extroverted person, but I'm actually an introvert, okay? And I just would sit back and watch and observe the way I was treated, the way other people was treated for having dark skin, and I wanted to know why. And there was nobody on YouTube talking about colorism. There was no dark skin activists. So, like Barack Obama said, I remember when he talked about become the change you want to see. I became the change I want to see. So when I was given that opportunity at St. Petersburg College in 1998 to speak on any topic, I chose to speak on dark skin and colorism, and that gave birth to the first movement in history to ever fight to end colorism and darkism, what I later termed darkism. That was the start of it. That's the origin story. So, what is dark skin activism? It mainly consists of me writing books, plays, and traveling around the country doing what I call darkism talks on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I'm the first person to do this kind of work. The only other person I ever give credit to is Cola Booth. Everybody else, they came after. They jumping on the bandwagon because people like Lupita and Amara La Negra wasn't around in 98. talk about no advocacy for no dark skin and colorism. Now these heifers be pimping it. They pimping it. But where were you at in 98 when me and Cola Booth was on the front lines getting attacked? Okay. Anyway, I spoke on dark skin and colorism in 98, and it was in front of a whole bunch of people at St. Petersburg College during Harambe, and there was actually a prize, which I ended up winning because I was going up against 2 other competitors, and I ended up winning the $200. It was either $200 or $250 prize, and I went and go pick that up from the bookstore, my check, and I was so happy. And I took my aunt, who is, I love her, I love you, but you are a darkest. But she was there to support, and I remember taking my son. Raheem was born in 98, and he was with me, and I was so happy, and we went out to eat, and I just felt so good. And I just started to write about my experiences. My experiences became fodder for the plays, the books, and everything I do right now. And I started writing the plays, taking the performing arts and implementing my worldview, my feelings, my thoughts, my fears, etc. as a dark-skinned woman. I'm the first person to do this. Only other person I give credit to is Cola Booth. None of these bitches was around back then. They weren't doing that. So I garnered, some press. I have been on television. I garnered press in the print medium as well as on television. And then I had a show that I did, the first internet radio show to speak on colorism and dark skin exclusively, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. And I named that show after my play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So I continued to write my books light years before people like Lupita with her bandwagon jumping ass. My books include A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, and there's also the play version where I play 5 different dark-skinned characters. So I wrote the book and I wrote the play. I also wrote How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book for dark-skinned females. Also wrote Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, which is the first book to analyze and critique dark-skinned women in popular culture. You guys need to get that book. Also wrote the book Darkism, and Darkism was that's my baby, because it was my chance to express my rage and my anger through the written word. Because see, they want dark-skinned women to end up on drugs. They want dark-skinned women to end up in prison, all fucked up. But I took my brain power and I said, I'm going to speak about this thing called darkism, which darkism is a term, a word that I coined. Let me repeat that, because y'all motherfuckers be stealing. I coined the word darkism. It means dark skin discrimination. And the reason why I decided to come up with a word to operationalize and provide a framework to my experience is because colorism, the word colorism, shout out to Alice Walker, who coined the word colorism back in I believe 1982 in one of her books, that a collection of essays about the Black female experience. She coined the word colorism. But here's the thing: while I was in graduate school, also undergraduate school, and by the way, my undergraduate degree, which is my bachelor's degree, is in history, and my master's degree is in political science, which I earned from the University of South Florida. Now, I don't say that to impress you motherfuckers, because I'm not here to impress. I'm here to tell you what the facts are. I'm here to give you a framework for why and how I created this thing called dark skin activism. So I began to study the colorism scholarly literature, and it didn't go far enough to explain what dark skinned people specifically go through. And believe me, when we're talking about colorism, I don't respect you motherfuckers that's on YouTube, because y'all are thieves. But I do respect the scholars, the colorism scholars. And there's this thing when you are an academic, when you are, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find gaps in the academic literature that are not covered. And the gap was that colorism simply wasn't focusing on the specific discriminations that dark-skinned people face. And as a graduate student studying political science, I began to understand that not only the white boys can create new paradigms and theories, I could do it too. And that's why I came up with how and when I came up with darkism, and went on to write my thesis at the University of South Florida on the dark-skinned people of Sierra Leone and the Civil War that lasted for around 10 years, and the impact of, I call these darkest policies, because I also call it systemic economic darkism, because these policies, economic policies that was instituted by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, serve to stranglehold the dark-skinned people of Sierra Leone, thereby causing the Civil War. And Sierra Leone is, you go from specific to general. So we dealt with Sierra Leone's problems, but guess what? You can generalize the problems that Sierra Leone was facing to the problems that the whole of the African continent was facing. Okay. And so darkism was just like me giving birth to a baby, because I had to just let all this out. I had to let people know, hey, I've been going through this shit. When I go in the stores, I get treated bad. When I go, at college, when I was in college, instances of darkism all over the place. And so I had to let people know, to give concrete examples and hone in on the unique and specific struggles that dark-skinned people face. And it's not about hating on light-skinned people. People lie on me. They say, oh, Rashida, you hate light-skinned people. That's a lie. Let me tell you something. My light-skinned cousin, she's my favorite cousin, light-skinned with the good hair. I love her to death. I love her to death. Okay. Shout out to my Pisces people. That's probably because, I'm a Capricorn. It's going to be Capricorn season. And I just get along with Pisces really well. I don't know why. I just always got along with you motherfuckers really well. But anyway, so that's, I ended up getting on TV and doing interviews and being written about and all this stuff. And when social media rolled around, I brought the first colorism dark skin channel to YouTube. 2014, I continued to do my work. All my work included also dark skin counseling, darkism counseling, colorism counseling. The first person to do this, and I was doing it for free for years. Okay, again, touring around the country doing my plays. The last show that I did was in Atlanta, Georgia, in 2020. But let's go back. So I bring the first colorism channel to YouTube and to social media in 2010. I really get to popping off when Tommy Sotomayor, because he's a part of the history, he hit me up, he inboxed me on Facebook and said, hey, I want you to come on. This was in 2014. Motherfuckers wasn't talking about no colorism. All facts, okay? He asked me to come onto his platform. I didn't know who he was, but I was just happy to get an opportunity to come and speak about darkism, because this is what the fuck I love to do, y'all. I eat it, I breathe it, I sleep it. This is what the fuck I do. God put me on earth to do this. So, I ain't had no agendas except to put out my message. So I go on Tommy Sotomayor. He invites me on the show back in 2014. And then I start to gain a little bit of traction and popularity as a result of that. And then in 2015 is when I really blew up and popped off, where I went viral to millions around the internet world, because I called out Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And how that came about real quick was through a dark-skinned woman that I had been counseling for a year. And one day she hit me up and she said, Rashida, did you hear about Kendrick Lamar's fiance? And I was like, no. She said, go check it out. And I went and checked it out, and I just went on Facebook and I made the post, and the motherfucker went viral. And people went crazy. Black people was calling me crazy. They was sending me death threats and all this kind of stuff. People was making videos mocking me. But guess what? All these bitches turned around and started copying me. A bitch, I'm gonna call her Crispy. I'm gonna call this bitch Crispy. This bitch stole videos from me, stole images, created images after what I had been doing with my play. I used the word darkism to denote what dark-skinned people face. This person started using featureism. The bitch was studying me. She was studying me. Then she went and looked at my GoFundMe and sort of patterned her GoFundMe after mine. And people, they kept telling me about this, but I really wasn't paying attention at first. But then when I started to pay attention, I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are copying me. I'm like, damn, this is fucked up, And so, that's how this whole colorism dark skin thing came to the internet. People don't want to give me my credit, but the truth is it came through Rashida Strober. It came because of Rashida Strober. And the bitch, the crispy bitch I'm talking about, that bitch was talking about weeds and all kind of shit. Bitch came on YouTube in 2013. Bitch ain't had no videos. All of a sudden, 2015 popped around. I go viral, and now all of her videos were now about colorism, just stealing from me. She even stole a couple of my videos and put it on her Twitter. Low down bitch. She stated that she was a marketer in her about section. This was around like 2014, 2015. But then she kept changing the about section to now claiming to be a colorism activist, patterning herself after me, the dark skin activist. Bitch, you copied me. Everything you doing, bitch, you copied me. And the reason why people say, well, why is she more well known? Because another thing that she let it be known in her about section is that she's a marketer. So the bitch knew how to market and build up an audience off of stolen and plagiarized work. Okay. So she ain't the only one. It's a lot of motherfuckers that done stole from me. All these chicks that's popping up with talking about dark skin and colorism. Let me tell you something. They got their shit from somebody that got their shit from somebody that got their shit from somebody that got it from Rashida Strober. It's all gonna go back to Rashida Strober. And I know bitches don't want to give me my flowers while I'm here. You motherfuckers will do it when I'm dead and gone. But you know what? My daughter gonna carry on my legacy. You know what I'm saying? My family is gonna. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Burnett. You are such a fucking inspiration for supporting me. My family is gonna carry on my motherfucking legacy, as well as my husband and the children to come. All right, so I got that out the way. Now, if y'all want to support me, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $Rashidalala. I'm gonna start screen sharing for. Well, hold on a second. This is what I'm gonna do. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, here's my fundraiser. My goal is my short-term goal, y'all, is to reach $11,000. Somebody go on and donate and make that happen for me. I've been putting in all this work. I recently had to sue a motherfucker and spent, let me tell you, I have to pay for the legal expenses that I incurred throughout the whole of 2020. And excuse me, y'all, and most of 2021. And so that's why, I'm fundraising. I'm asking y'all that really support me. Make sure y'all go and make a donation. Come on, make a donation. You go to my GoFundMe. All you got to do is simply Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe and it'll come up. But I'm about to drop the link inside of the chat. You can also go to, hold on, y'all. You can also go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Once again, the Cash App is $Rashida Lala. And I'm just trying to put this stuff in the chat so you guys can see it. So just bear with me for a second. Also my website. This is my website right here. My website is darkskinactivist.com, and Dark Skin Activist is my trademark intellectual property. I own the trademark to the phrase dark skin activist because I created it. It's only right that I own it because I created it. If you scroll down, once you get to my website, darkskinactivist.com, you will see that I got my PayPal and my Cash App. So my Cash App, y'all, is $Rashida Lala. Once again, that's $Rashida Lala, and I'm gonna be constantly dropping the Cash App inside the chat so that you guys could go and make a donation. Now you can also make a donation to my PayPal if you prefer that. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. So please choose one of those platforms, and I'm asking y'all to go ahead and make a donation because I done put in so much work. And y'all, my throat is kind of. For those of y'all that don't know, I also have been a vegan for a very long time, almost 10 years. Meaning I don't eat meat, I don't eat dairy. But there's levels to veganism. So I have transformed into a fruitarian. I only eat fruit. So I got this fruit sitting beside me right here. And If y'all hear me eating something, I'm sitting up here eating fruit. And my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, I do go into diet as a way to become the hottest dark skinned chick on the planet. You got to take care of yourself internally. I'm very, very big on that. I love to take care of myself. That's one of the things that helped me to build my self-esteem. I never drink. I never smoke. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I eat well. You know, I try to do the right thing. And I believe that if dark-skinned women adopt certain habits, we can become even more powerful and make that melanin even more beautiful. You can't do it with the drinking and the smoking and all that kind of foolishness. We don't do that over here. But anyway, so yes, that's my little brief introduction. And throughout this live, I will be continuously mentioning my Cash App, my PayPal, and my GoFundMe, because I am in need of financial assistance. And I would ask you all to please support. All right. Now, let me get to why I decided to make this live tonight. You know, I'm just sick and tired, y'all, of people accusing. Thank you, Greg. I am just sick of people. I'm gonna stop the screen sharing, y'all. Accusing dark-skinned Black women of not being feminine enough. Okay. I am sick and tired of people making the automatic assumption, y'all, that light-skinned women are automatically more feminine. I've experienced this my whole entire life. And I just dropped the link to the live. So if someone wants to come on here and speak your piece, if you're going to be respectful, you know, I'm all for that. But it just really, y'all, it hurts my soul when the Black community looks at me as less feminine because I'm dark-skinned with my nappy hair and assign femininity as if light-skinned women have a monopoly on it. And I am not going to sit here and say to you that all light-skinned women co-sign this foolishness, okay? Because there are some good, decent, light-skinned women out there that, you know, they're in the fight, they're in the struggle. You know, my best friend, which these bitches, they trying to steal that too, that storyline. But I really do have a best friend that's light-skinned. And her and her mother, Vita, may Vita forever rest in peace. You know, when I was homeless and on the streets and I didn't have nowhere to stay and I was struggling and I was, you know, abused, and so many things that I never really talked about happened to me when I was on the street, when I was homeless. And Vita, a light-skinned woman, she saved me. She took care of me. You know, she made sure I ate. You know, she made sure that I was able to go get my GED. I was able to go get, you know, other certifications while I was living in her house. And she did not treat me bad like a lot of other people had treated me bad. You know, growing up, I was like seen as a burden, you know, and when I was around certain light-skinned people in my family, they felt like they could bully me because I was I was underage, you know, around 13, 14, 15. And I was always quiet and introverted, and I always respected my elders, y'all, because that's what I was taught to do. So I would never like talk back. I would just take the abuse. Y'all don't know how much abuse I've had to take. I've taken abuse of all kinds. Physical, emotional, sexual, which I don't really talk about, but all this stuff has went down in my life. And I was really treated bad. But when Vita came along, she's light-skinned, she passed away. My best friend Shamina, her mother, I didn't have nowhere to stay, y'all. And these two people, they took me in, and her mother treated me. She was the first person to just really treat me well. She did not have no agenda. She did it from her heart. So there's no way on God's green earth that I could ever hate a light-skinned person. If my best friend called me right now and say, Rashida, I need this, she know I got her. Me and her, sometimes we go for periods where we don't talk. But anytime she need me, just pick up the phone and I'm there. What you need, I got you. That's how I am. I'm a very loyal person to people that I love. I don't forget those that looked out for me. And this light skin one, I remember, I ain't gonna say all the stuff she used to do, but she used to make sure I ate. Because when I was like 14, 15, whatnot, I was like very, very skinny. I was like always underweight because I was never eating enough. And my best friend, Shamina, that's her name, she saw that and she would always make sure I had food. She even stole from me. She used to go shoplift for me and get me clothes. I'm not going to even lie. She went hard for me. And I was just so quiet and so, so hurt, so bruised, so abused. It was just fucking crazy. Y'all have no idea the shit that I done went through. I'm supposed to be in a mental hospital. I'm supposed to be locked up in prison based on the statistics. But God gave me that inner strength, and he used my light-skinned best friend and her mother to take care of me. And there's no way in hell I could ever. And when Vita was on her deathbed, let me tell you, I was fucking right there. I came to the hospital quick. She died of diabetes, complications with that. I came there quick. And Vita, she used to go with me to my plays and help me out. She was there. She was just, man, this lady, man, y'all just don't know. She was like the sweetest fucking person. And Shamina, she one of them people that'll cuss you out. But underneath the surface, that girl will give her last dime to help somebody. There is no way on God's green earth that I could ever hate light-skinned people. So I wish people would stop sitting up here making up lies on me, saying that I don't like light-skinned women, this, that, and the third. It's the furthest thing from the truth. I done said this a million times. What I don't like is injustice. What I don't like is maltreatment. What I don't like is discrimination, people. This has nothing to do with hating light-skinned people. Once again, may Vita rest in peace. That woman treated me like I was her child. She made sure I had food because that was the one big thing. I never ate enough. Going through school, I was called African booty scratcher, all kinds of names, just every day. It was torture. And the only time that I would strike back is if a motherfucker put their hands on me. Other than that, I kept the peace, and I took a lot of abuse. Y'all have no idea. And for me, the best way to the most therapeutic way for me to handle it was not to go out and get on drugs and smoke and do all that stupid shit that people do when they're going through stuff. I said, no, I'm better than this. Deep down inside, I knew I was better than this. And my father, he was a very old man, and he couldn't help me. Y'all need to just go listen to my audiobook. I tell the story there. My dad couldn't help me the way that he needed to because he was older. My mom was 23 and my dad was 53 when I was conceived. And so by the time I grew up, he was old and his vision was bad, but he did whatever he could do. I remember my dark-skinned dad, he was in the military. And I'll never forget, he went down there to the VA office, and he was able to get my check turned over to me. And man, when I got my check, because if your parents is in the army or the military or any branch of it, their kids have certain rights to different things. And my mama had done kicked all her kids out, treated us really bad, just fucking horrible. But she was keeping the checks. And my dad said, no, we're gonna make this right. And my dad took me down there. He had his cane and he couldn't see. May he rest in peace. And he made sure that I at least had that money. And I remember when I got that money, Vita ain't asked me for one fucking dime. She said, Rashida, go on and get your GED, go and do what you got to do. And you know, some people, they mean to you when you live with them. This lady was the most kindest. I'm telling y'all, I love Vita to death. Y'all have no idea. That's why it actually hurts me when people sit there and say, oh, you don't like you're fucking lying. I love everybody. What I fucking hate, people, I hate injustice. That is the whole entire fucking problem. I don't understand why people cannot understand that. Now, with that being said, I'm tired of the assault on my femininity as a dark-skinned Black woman. Thank you, Willis Brown. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I appreciate y'all. We got Daryl Phil, I feel. We got Wesley, the Carpenter, Cito Reborn, Latasha, MG2G. We got Dentaclean. We got Classy Bo. Who else we got on here? I'm just shouting y'all out because y'all say I don't like interact with my chat enough, and I'm not doing it purposely. It's just I got so much to say sometimes, and I just go off on a tangent sometimes. I forget, but I'm working on it. Shout out to the Corrupt Author. Okay. Shout out to who else on here? Jiggle Television, Ruth Robinson. Who else? Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, like the video, and share. Shout out to We Won, Kevin Blake, and everybody that might be listening, but not typing in the chat box. It's all good. But, you know, I am so sick and tired of people trying to downplay the femininity of dark-skinned women, you know, and a lot of y'all always saying, well, you're angry. Well, of course I'm angry. I get tired of people sitting up here saying that dark-skinned women were angry. Well, why don't y'all acknowledge the way that we have been treated in this society? We have been treated fucked up in this society. Once again, I'm dropping my link here. I'm dropping my link. So if somebody want to join and give their take on this, you're going to be respectful, feel free to do so. I'm going to be monitoring the back office here. But I just have felt attacked my whole entire life regarding my femininity. My femininity is important to me. You know, it's what makes me a woman. It's you know, I'm stepping into my womanhood. It's probably the most important thing that we have as women, and for the Black community, not all, to sit here and denigrate dark-skinned women by saying, well, you're not feminine enough. You got to do this, you got to do that. But y'all don't do the same thing with light-skinned women. A light-skinned woman can be muscular, muscle-bound, toned up, and they get called beautiful. But people like Serena Williams, I've watched for years, people try to defeminize Serena Williams because of her build. You know? Stuff like, let me give y'all some other instances. You know, I think I might have told this story before, but it actually really hurt me. And I decided not to speak to this individual for a long time because I didn't like what she was doing to me. I had to put up with that shit when I was a kid, and I couldn't say nothing. But when I got myself together, I got my own apartment. You know, I was going to school. You know, I had pulled myself up out of homelessness, thanks to people like Vita, that light-skinned Vita that helped me, Shamina. You know, I pulled myself up out of that. And this person called me and tried to get me in trouble with the law, asking me to go fight, you know, a group of girls, to go fight these girls over this light-skinned person. They ain't want the light-skinned person to brawl and to fight because, of course, she was too pretty. She's light-skinned. But it was okay for dark-skinned Rashida, nappy-headed dark-skinned Rashida, it was okay for me to go out and fight because I could get my face messed up. You know, I'm already dark and ugly. And, you know, I'm in dark skin is equated with masculinity. So they didn't give a damn about me in that sense. because they already felt that I was inferior anyway. So it's like, so what if she go and fight and they these chicks cut her or do whatever the fuck, or she end up in jail? You know, and that really fucking hurt me because I worked so hard to get my life on track. I had stopped talking to my family for a long time because of how I was treated. I had got my apartment, you know, I had enrolled in St. Pete College. I had got a car. I had to work so fucking hard. Nobody gave me nothing. I ain't had no light skin privilege. I couldn't use my looks to get ahead because I was considered to be dark skinned and inferior. And for this person to come at me, calling me, and I forgot how they found out where I live, calling me to go fight because you felt like, oh, this light-skinned person, this light-skinned girl, you know, she's too pretty to get in a fight. But it's okay for dark-skinned Rashida to get in the fight because I'm fucking inferior. That shit hurt me. This is the shit that I'm talking about, y'all. This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. Okay? And that's why I say when these people, shout out to Corrine, Aqua, Clara, you just came on, Kamikaze 777, shout out to all of y'all. I'm dropping my link in here. If you want to hop on this stream, you can. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. You know, I let the spirit lead me. I just get tired of it because I'm just as feminine as a light-skinned woman is. I mean, I'm like, how the fuck you look at me and just make the assumption you don't know how I am when I'm with my man. You don't see me on an everyday basis, how I dress, how I act. You don't see that. So how can you automatically assume that I'm less feminine? And I hear these folks going around on YouTube talking about all this stuff that Black women got to do. We got to get more feminine. We got to do all this shit. We got to stay in shape. But they're really talking to dark-skinned women. They're not telling this shit to light-skinned women. They even give more donations to these light-skinned women on YouTube. They get more donations, you know? And I'm the one that done put in the hard work and took the hits when it came down to putting this dark-skinned colorism, darkism thing on YouTube. I put it on the map. But Black people will go and they will sit their ass up there and they will go give all their fucking money to these light-skinned. And that's fine, but why y'all can't balance it out? Because y'all view them, Black people view light skin as more feminine. Even though dark-skinned women, we go through the same. I got somebody back here. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Even though, you know, dark-skinned women, we go through the same shit that a light-skinned woman go through. We have babies. We want to be married. You know, we want to have a home. We want to be taken care of just like a light-skinned woman. What makes you think that dark-skinned women don't want the same thing, but y'all make us work harder? We got to work harder. And it's fucked up because I don't want my daughter, who's a dark-skinned and beautiful, she's never been through the stuff that I've been through. Never. I don't want her to experience that. I want her life to be better than mine because I've been through a ton of hurt and pain. I'm still in pain. That's why I come on here and talk my shit. Because this is therapeutic for me. Y'all ain't gonna ever get me to stop talking my shit. I'm gonna talk about what I've been through. I'm gonna talk this shit out. And people want you to be quiet. They don't want you to say nothing. I'm about to let you up on here, Mika. I hope this person, please do not come on here with no foolishness. Oh, she left. Okay. If you want to come back, you come on back on here. But it's a lot of pain that dark-skinned women go through. It's a lot of suffering. I'm dropping the what's the name in the chat, y'all. It's a lot of pain and suffering that dark-skinned women go through. And I'm here to tell y'all, I'm here to expose all of mine. I've been through hell and back. I don't think a lot of people could even stand or walk in my shoes if they knew what I really fucking been through. If they knew that I had to sleep on park benches. If they knew that I motherfucking had to sleep in abandoned empty houses. If they knew that I, you know, was mistreated and abused, you know, essentially. I've been through hell and back. You know, and it is because the Black community values dark-skinned women. You know, tonight I went to go pick up one of my dark-skinned friends. Sorry, y'all, I gotta eat some of my fruit. I'm a fruitarian, y'all. Strictly fruit. Tonight, one of my dark-skinned friends, she called me and she said, she was like, Rashida, can you come and pick me up and take me to go get something to eat? And for years, I always been helping her because she has a lot of issues going on and she's been mistreated by her family as well as like how I have been by mine. People have accused her of looking like a man, you know, all kind of shit. This woman, you know, it's fucked up because I'm like, dang, why is it that Black people cannot see the femininity and the beauty in dark skin? And don't tell me it's because, oh, you acting masculine or you the way you talk. Because the same characteristics and attributes that the Black community attributes to being masculine and manly, I've seen plenty of light-skinned women behave in that manner, but they never get stripped of their femininity. And it is hurtful. It is painful. You know, and people tell you, oh, well, you just need to get over it. Well, I'm not going to fucking get over it. And if I do get over it, I'm going to get over it in my own time. You know, they want to shame you. They want you to be quiet because they know that they are guilty. And when a person is guilty of something, they try their best to try to make the person that they done did something to feel as if, oh, that ain't really happened. Downplay it. They try to downplay the shit. But just because you're trying to downplay my experience as a dark-skinned woman, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You know, and I know, hey, Ryan's Creek Media, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all share this video. Everybody that's in here that's watching, please like and share. Do me like I do me the way y'all do the light-skinned YouTubers. Go donate to my Cash App. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. It's just a hurtful thing. And this individual that I'm talking about, I always will come to her rescue and help her because I know what she's been through. It's very similar to mine. I don't have any sisters. I have 5 brothers, but I know that this particular individual has a light-skinned sister, and the light-skinned sister has always been treated better. Okay. I know situations where there's a light-skinned little girl and a dark-skinned little girl, and the light-skinned little girl, everybody buying gifts for her, clothes, getting her hair done, you know, to make her feel good. You know what I'm saying? But they're not applying the same thing equally to the little dark-skinned girl. I've seen this. That's why I say nobody can sit up here and shut me down and shut me up. I'm gonna keep talking because I've seen this with my own eyes. You know, and that's the thing. They start on dark-skinned women early. They start to attack our femininity early by downplaying and devaluing it while boosting and praising light-skinned girls, making them believe that, you know what, I know I'm the shit. I know I'm superior. And I'm not saying all light skin, but I'm just saying what the Black community does is they plant the seeds. They plant the seeds, y'all. And and what the Black community needs to understand is this shit is hurtful. It is so hurtful. And me as a Black woman, somebody mentioned Crystal Swirls. Shout out to Crystal Swirls. For me as a Black woman, let me tell you something. You're never gonna see Rashida Strober swirling because I love Black people. I don't hate white folks at all. At all. Shout out to my sister Kim out there in Tucson, Arizona. She's a white lady, a wonderful lady that helped me to produce my play. I don't have no hate for nobody. Okay. But one thing about me is I love Black men. I love Black men. All I ever wanted to be is just be a wife and, you know, have a family and build with a Black man. I love black men. Nobody's gonna ever. My dad set the standard for me because my dad, he treated me well. And that's one of the reasons why I love black men. And that's one of the reasons why you ain't gonna never see me out here swirling, because that's a coward move. For all the pain and suffering that the black community has put me through, let me tell you something. I love black men because I know that not all black men behave in that fashion. Now it's a hell of a lot of them out that I do. But I know that not all black men behave in that fashion. And I just feel like, it's just very important for me to try to find a solution to the problem instead of running away from my black man. I don't have no desire to do that. My desire is to reconstruct, the Reconstruction era that came after slavery. That's what I'm on. I'm on reconstruction. I want to reconstruct and fine tune the relationship between the black man and the dark-skinned black woman because of slavery and, colonialism and imperialism and the Europeans' manifest destiny. Listen, we have become dysfunctional. That's where all the self-hate comes from. And I'm just not interested in running away. I'm not interested in running away. I'm interested in being a part of the solution. The solution for me has never been to swirl. It's always been to say, hey, black man, let's work on this. I want to work on this. I want to love you. I've always fought for the black man. Shout out to whoever gave me the cash out. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you want to support me, please go to my cash out once again, guys. My cash app is $Rashida I'm going to continuously drop the link in the chat box. So please go and make a donation. Everybody on here, please. No donation is too big or too small. I appreciate everything. You can also go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Shout out to Devin. I hope I said your name right. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's just joining. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, it's always been my goal to love black men. I want to repair. I never want to leave a black man. I never want to do that. You got these people like Crystal Swirl. Somebody brought her up, so I got to talk about her, which I have no beef with Crystal Swirls at all. I don't. But the whole swirling thing is something that never appealed to me because I understand how we got in this position as black people. And I understand that we cannot run away and think that if we go to another race, that we're going to somehow have a better existence. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just take a drink real quick. Swirling is not going to solve the problem, because the problem, if it's still going to be there. Just because you go and get you a white man or a non-black man or whatever the case may be, do you really think that racism is going to stop? Do you really think that darkism is going to stop? It's not. In fact, you're going to make it worse, because you're creating the conditions for genocide, people. That is what you are doing. I'm going to drop my link in the chat. If somebody wants to hop on and join, you're more than welcome to do it, as long as we keep it respectful. I've been trying my best for years to bring the black man back. this has been my life's mission to bring the Black man back to dark-skinned Black women in balanced numbers. And I'm not saying that Black men should exclusively marry dark-skinned women. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need some damn balance here, because I love Black men. I love Black women. I love Black people. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to save your race. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see a Black man and a Black woman together in harmony, building a family. It's nothing wrong. And it's so many people that think that it's something wrong. I remember when I was married to my dark-skinned husband, y'all, one of the things that used to hurt me, and I think that people feel like dark-skinned women don't got feelings. That's another thing. That's another attack on our femininity. People feel as though, this is probably the thing that hurts me the most. People feel that we don't have feelings, that we don't have pain. And if we do have pain, I've seen people discard it and act like it's nothing. It doesn't matter. Oh, she'll get over it. And that's just not the case. I feel like the Black community needs to be more empathetic to dark-skinned women instead of just sitting up here just trying to write us off as angry or upset. Nobody's angry or upset for no reason. When we was born into this world, I'm sure every dark-skinned girl was hopeful and happy, and content. But then as you start to grow and interact with this world, we are constantly bombarded with the message that we're not important. What we have to say isn't important. We're just worthless, useless, get treated any kind of way. And then when you speak up, like I have spoken up, I get accused of being masculine. People try to accuse me of being masculine because of my voice. Even that Tony Sotomayor talked shit about me. I heard him talking shit about how I sound. Like, just because I talk like this, that doesn't mean that I'm any less feminine than a light-skinned woman. But at the same time, like I said, it ain't no shade or disrespect to light-skinned women, but I've seen Black men, y'all be quick to wipe up light-skinned women with deep voices, them deep cigarette voices. I don't smoke or I don't drink. But y'all are quick to wipe up a light-skinned woman if she have a deep voice over a dark-skinned woman. Y'all will sit there and say, oh, well, I'm not feminine enough. And that is not fair. You cannot strip away from me my birthright to femininity. You cannot do that. I'm not going to allow that, and I'm going to speak out against it. I'm going to keep speaking out against it. Shout out to my brother. I see you. Food Vibe Nature Herbs. I hope you're having a wonderful, 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 wonderful Saturday evening, But yeah, y'all, it's just really hurtful. I need for people to understand, because I don't think that Black people seem to understand that you are hurting my feelings. I'm here to tell you, my feelings have been hurt. And they say, well, Rashida, you grown now. Get over it. No, the pain is still there. And that's why I come on here, and that's why I talk. Shout out to the person that just gave the cash out. Thank you. Okay. I'm hurt. I am hurt. And a lot of times, the dark-skinned woman, when she's ranting, talking loud, being what you darkest folks would deem to be masculine, a lot of that is fucking hurt because of how she's been treated. Why can't y'all understand this? This thing, it's no empathy. It's not enough empathy. Like with my dark-skinned friend, I just picked up tonight. Man, I ain't gonna really get too much into our situation, but she has been treated bad. She's like really super dark-skinned, very, very dark-skinned. She's been treated terribly by people damn near her whole life by the Black community. I'm not even lying, y'all. And that's why I said, whenever she called me, I'll come and help her, because I know what she's been going through. And I think hers has probably been a little bit worse than mine, because of certain issues and conditions that she's faced with. But it's just hurtful to sit there and see how people try to use her. That's one thing about dark-skinned women too. They'll use you, take advantage of you because they feel that you're not valuable enough and they could do anything that they want to you. It's fucked up. Y'all, you walk a day in my shoes. I don't even know if you'll be able to handle walking a day in the shoes of a dark-skinned woman that's been going through this. I don't know if people could even really handle the shit. It took me a long time to get to the point of, just continuously fighting for self-love. It's something that I struggle with, and that's one of the reasons why I'm vegan, fruitarian. That's one of the reasons why, I try my best to keep myself in shape. I try my best to be a good person. I try my best at everything I do because it helps me to get my focus off of the way that I've been treated by my own community and get my focus on being the best woman that I can. Because again, the black community is going to tear each other down. That's what we've been doing for so long. Dark-skinned women, and it's some of us that have been able to escape it. Some of us, because we got, you got a little bit of privilege. Maybe you got lucky and was born into a family with means, or, maybe that's the deal. But I wasn't that lucky. My mama was a high school dropout. My mama had a bunch of kids. She couldn't take care of us adequately. We were very poor. We've been through homelessness, getting evicted, sleeping in motels, getting kicked out of motels, sleeping in the car. I had a very fucked up upbringing. Okay. And always being looked at as inferior by people in my family because they would not give me the help, the same help that they would give to the lighter skinned ones. I had to get it on my own. I had to go out and struggle. And that led to, and that's why, I don't really talk about it too much, but I do have a soft spot for Black women that have been sexually abused, because I don't really talk about this with myself. I talk about it in my book, A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. But a lot of y'all don't know that I myself was the victim of sexual abuse. Okay. By when I was a teenager, by a man that was way older than me. A lot of times, dark-skinned women, people think that our self-esteem is so low, and sometimes it is, that they don't value us and they just think that they could do anything to us. They can exploit us monetarily, like I said, sexually, all that. Let me tell you, y'all just don't know the fucking how. Sometimes I'll be surprised that I'm not somewhere in a mental facility. It's only by the grace of God and God giving me direction and God giving me healing. But I am traumatized. I'll be the first to admit that. I am traumatized. And I already know that if I was light-skinned, if I was mixed race, people would have more empathy. And all the shit that I went through, I wouldn't have had to go through it. I wouldn't have had to go through that shit. I would have been more protected. So it's just fucked up sometimes for a dark-skinned woman, and the things that the person that you become. Because for a long time, I remember when I was pulling myself up out of homelessness and trying to become somebody and trying to beat the odds and not become a statistic, it was very hard for me. It was a uphill battle where I just had to just keep fighting my way and keep praying and asking God, can you please help me? Can you please get me through this? And of course, by the grace of God, like I said, he sent Vita along, light-skinned Vita, very light-skinned woman. He sent her along to help me. She was like my guardian angel, And I just wish that Black people could see the humanity in dark-skinned women, the beauty in dark-skinned women, and stop trying to underplay it. Stop always saying, oh, you're angry and you're this and you're that, instead of looking into the reasons why we're angry. Y'all want us to come ready-made. How can we be ready-made when we have been broken? How can a dark-skinned woman come to you correct and ready-made when she has fucking been broken? Why don't you help to repair if you really care? I've been doing it. I'm not on here just fucking talking. People that know me, they will fucking tell you this. I've always been out there in the community on a grassroots level, helping dark-skinned people. I ain't got to come up on YouTube and fake. I told you I've been a dark-skinned activist. This is my real fucking life. I don't have to come up on here and lie and make up shit like a lot of motherfuckers do. I ain't got to come up on this motherfucking copy people. I'm Rashida Strober. I'm me. It's hard enough being me and dealing with this fucking existence. You know, I don't have to do all of that. I don't have to do all of that. I come correct. I come correct with mine. I come correct with mine. Y'all need to understand that. I just wish that Black people would have more sympathy and realize that dark-skinned women, you know, we hurt just like anybody else. Stop trying to strip our femininity away from us. Stop. Stop trying to act as if light-skinned women have a monopoly on being feminine. They don't. Light-skinned women do not have a monopoly. I got Young Still in the building. Let me put you on here. Let me add you here. Give me a second. I'm so happy that I looked at my back office. Sometimes I go off onto a tangent and I start talking.
Yo, what's up?
I got my brother on here. Give me a second because I gotta put on my earphones so I can hear what you're saying.
It's all good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How you doing?
All right, what's good with you, Queen?
I'm good.
I love what you're doing, man. I love what
Thank
you're doing.
you.
And like I told you before, you were the first person that brought this topic up about the dark skin, light skin thing, because nobody was talking about this situation back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I can remember being younger, you know what I'm saying, and seeing what was his name? Tommy, what's his name?
Sotomayor, yeah.
Sodomite Moore or whatever.
You got it. Yep, Tommy Sotomayor.
You know what I'm saying? And then Charlemagne was talking trash, and it just all these people are just agents, just a bunch of agents that don't want to accept the fact of what dark-skinned people have gone through. But I wanted to make a point because with the dark-skin thing, right? This is what the dark-skin thing is like, right? With the darkism. See, like when you're a kid, right? They try to condition you to hate yourself, right? So like when you're in first grade, second grade, third grade, and you're hearing all the dark skin jokes, right? It's kind of like a piece of paper, right? You take a paper and you crumple the paper up. And you know what I'm saying? After the paper is crumpled up, you can't really straighten it. It's damaged. And that's how it is with the darkism thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you hear these jokes all your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like every joke is like it's breaking you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But like it also makes us strong at the same time. Like the dark skin jokes, it like it's meant to destroy us, but it make us strong at the same time. Because like, okay, you trying to make me hate myself. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take your negative energy and make it something better. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So like what you designed to make me feel some type of way about myself. I'm gonna take that and make it something better, and that's how I feel with the like it's like a paper, you know what I mean? You crush the paper up, you try to straighten it, you can't straighten it. It did so much damage, you know what I'm saying? But you know, for some of us, it make us stronger, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, darkism is real, and I just hate when people try to act like it's something that don't really exist. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know.
There'll be certain people, like even people that troll my page, certain
Mm-hmm.
content creators, they troll
Mm-hmm.
my page like, oh, he talks about his dark skin versus light skin. It's like, bruh, I wouldn't have to talk about it if it was something that didn't exist, dog.
Exactly.
Why would I talk about something that don't exist? You feel
Right.
me? Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at the messenger. Get mad
That's
at the
right.
get mad at the ignorance.
You are so right.
You feel me? Don't get mad at the messenger that's exposing this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we sit around, we talk about, oh, Black Lives Matter, but then we sit around and make fun of each other's skin tone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the people of the other races, they're looking at us like we're weird. It's like, oh man, they're talking about Black Lives Matter, but they're talking about who's darker and who's lighter.
Exactly.
But hold on, I thought Black Lives Matter. So shouldn't we all be one? What does it matter what shade of black you is? I thought we was all black.
Yep.
You feel me? So how is it that in 2021 you still have darkism going on? And just like the thing that you said, I deal with this shit all the time. Excuse my language. I deal with this all the time. I'll be walking in public, somebody will see me, and then they'll just turn their face the other way.
Yep. Yep.
It's like that's like basically you're saying like, okay, I'm so disgusted by this type of human.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And it's
I
like,
couldn't agree with you more.
I feel like society is so backwards. It's like society is so backwards because if you think about it, shit, we the real humans. We're the ones with the melanin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense to me. That's why they try to attack us at a young age, because they know who we really are. They know that we're the original black people. The original black people were dark skinned. Dark skinned people. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes from us. Why you think in slavery they put dark-skinned people in the field to do the harder work, and they put the light-skinned niggas in the house?
Yep.
That was the white man expressing his hate for the darker-skinned black motherfuckers. He's like, okay, he's like, oh, you're light-skinned, so you could be in the house with me because your skin tone is closer to mine. Oh, that black ass motherfucker, he could be out in the heat, you know what I'm saying, and just be sweating.
Right.
Saying so it's like, man, dark-skinned people, man, we've been going through a lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? We've been going through shit. And even in today, we still dealing with, because I'm 35 years old. I'm 35 and I still deal with this darkism shit. Still deal with this shit. I still see it.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with that shit in elementary school, fucking middle school, high school. It's like a lifetime type of thing. You feel me?
I listen. Like, I totally understand.
And I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just my personal opinion. I feel like lighter skinned black people help white supremacy in a way. Like as far as how they treat the darker skinned black people. It's like you're helping white supremacy.
Right.
You're sitting there talking shit about a dark skinned motherfucker because you light skinned, but nigga, the white man don't fucking accept your light skinned ass either, nigga.
Yeah.
He don't accept you. You think he gonna let your ass in the KKK, nigga? Come on, bro. Like you sitting up here trying to clown a darker motherfucker, like nigga, like you white or something, nigga.
Exactly.
You ain't white neither, nigga. The fuck? Like that's the shit that blow me is like, you know what I'm saying? We call ourselves black people, but do we act like black people? Do we come together as one? Do we really support each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen situations where a dark-skinned female be walking down the street and three light-skinned niggas start fucking clowning and joking on, oh, you black as shit. You black. Like, come on, bro.
Yep.
What type of shit is that, bro?
That shit happened to me more times than I could count growing up.
Yeah,
I know.
And I'm the type of dude, man, like if I seen some shit like that, I wouldn't let that shit slide, bro. Even back then, I used to check niggas like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that for real, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's ignorant, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Dr. Umar Johnson was talking about that. You know, Dr. Umar Johnson said there's something called light skin supremacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a such thing called light skin supremacy. It's just crazy that you know, people want to make fun of dark skinned people's skin tone, and then when we speak up for ourselves, they want to try to act like you said, like you're being masculine. It's like, damn, a female can't stand up for herself if people talking shit about her.
Yep.
You know what
They
I'm
have
saying?
no problem when you quiet. That's the thing. They don't have no problem when you over there quiet and you just taking their shit. That's how they want you to do. Stay in that position. That's what I hate. It just pisses me off so bad because
it's you know, America is a psychological country. It's a mental, psychological type of country. Everything is mental. So like it's kind of narcissistic in a way. You know, for you to make fun of someone's skin color, and then when they stand up for themselves, they turn around and make it seem like you're making a big deal out of it.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
definitely.
like light skinned people, man, they don't go through what dark skinned people go through on a psychological level. A light skinned motherfucker don't walk out his house thinking about who gonna make fun of their skin tone.
You are so right.
Ain't nobody making fun of no light skinned nigga skin tone or no light skinned female skin tone. Nobody's making fun of that. You feel me?
All right.
But let's keep it real, Rashida. You see a nigga that's black as hell. You see a nigga that's pitch black dark. A nigga gonna laugh. A nigga gonna say something fucked up. We know this.
Sure is.
We know this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, just to piggyback off of that real quick. There's I think his name is The Little Black Book. This dark skinned guy. He does like reviews of a black dating show called Ready to Love. And one of the guys, a light-skinned guy on there, he called him charcoal in a video and laughed about it. As I say, this shit goes on every day. It's grown-ass people. You got grown people. Man, this shit crazy.
It still exists. You know what I'm saying? Like that light skin shit, that light skin versus dark skin, it still exists. I'm a 35-year-old black man, and I can tell you that it still exists. I still see it. I be walking in public, a motherfucker look at me and turn their face the other way. And it's not so much that, oh, you know, you ugly or you're unattractive. It's the melanin that they hate that melanin.
Right.
They
try to demonize it and make it appear to be violent or dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous.
That shit, man, so evil.
Because they brainwash you. See, when you a kid, right? Who's the bad guy? It's always like a black scary motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When you a kid watching cartoons, they already brainwash you to make you think dark is some evil. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like even like black magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you look in the dictionary, like what is black in the dictionary? What is white in the dictionary? You see what I'm saying?
It's always something bad. You're right.
It's like black is always associated with something bad or evil or disgusting or nasty or negative. It's sad, man.
Absolutely. And for me, like I said, I be hurt by it. It's very hurtful. I'm a very sensitive person. I know people don't think so, but like I am very sensitive. It's very hurtful. That's the thing. When black men, I got to speak from that perspective, don't acknowledge the beauty of a dark-skinned woman, that to me is just the ultimate form of hurt and betrayal. But what you said about when you walk into like a store,
and they
people just, man, yes, I've had that happen to me.
They still do that.
Yes,
dog, they do that to me right now.
I believe you. I know.
Even now, you feel me? And it's like, nigga, I'm not about to bleach my skin to be accepted by you, motherfucker.
Exactly. But it's like you can't even live a regular, normal life. Like you going in the store to shop or whatever you're going to do. You're not thinking about somebody. But
somebody's skin tone, but they too busy looking at your. They too busy looking at you.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm not even thinking about you. But it's the shit that happen to dark skinned people.
Like we can't even do nothing, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Like we in the store, they like, man, I remember like even sometimes when I'm driving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, man, I'm melanated, man. You know what I'm saying? And like when I be driving and stuff, people be looking back like, what? Like it's like they surprised, like that a motherfucker could be that dark. Like they just looking back, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, y'all people
it's
are
sick.
y'all ignorant, man. Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
can't even just live your regular normal life in this country. That's the thing that I've come to. I just realized I
You
can't
can't.
just fucking live like a normal person and not think about getting up every day and, oh, I'm dark skinned. Like you say, you walk out the door, the motherfucker immediately reminds you that
Yeah,
you're dark skinned and there's something wrong.
like
Like,
it's
okay,
something bad. Yeah,
whew,
like, man, I'm telling you, it's a warfare, man. It's a
it
war.
is. You are so right.
It's a
You are
war.
so right.
And like Rashida, do you know that white scientists have meetings about black people's melanin, and no black people are invited to those meetings?
I
These,
totally believe it.
these white people having meetings about why we dark. You know what I'm saying? Having
Some
meetings
sick
about,
shit.
people's melanin. You know what I'm saying? And then look, when black people die, they got something called melanin powder. They make powder out of
Oh
black
wow.
people's melanin when they pass away. You know what I'm saying? And did you know that melanin is in outer space?
I did not know that.
Yes, scientists found out that they got melanin in outer space, floating in outer space, man. You know what I'm saying? As they say, as above, so below. We are the original and we are the end.
That's
It
right.
is what it is. The dark skin is the original and we're going to be at the end. And that's just, they got to accept it. That's why they hate us so much.
Right.
So they just got to accept it. And they know that, you know, we're beautiful. They know that we're good looking, but they trying to make you feel like you ugly.
Yep. Yep.
You feel
I
me?
mean,
They trying to
yeah.
make you feel like you, man. Look, let me tell you something, man. I was researching something, and do you know that when white people put on, and not to make this a racist thing, but this is, I'm just speaking facts.
No, I understand.
This is not no racist shit. I'm just speaking facts. Do you know when white people put on sunscreen, the UV rays look at them to be dark skinned people? You can look at this on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
When white people put on sunscreen, the
Mm-hmm.
UV rays in the sun look at them to be dark skinned.
Mm.
So they're imitating us.
Yeah.
They have to trick the sun that they're dark skinned so they don't get burned.
And that's some shit.
Ain't that some shit? And that's why they hate us so goddamn much, man.
Yeah. And try to downplay it. Try to
I'm,
make, like you said, try
you
to
know,
make us feel like we ugly.
I'm gonna try to put the video in your what's it called? I'm gonna try to put the video in your comments.
No, go right ahead. Absolutely.
It's a video about the UV rays in the sun.
I would love
You
to
know
see
what I'm
that.
saying? Like when the white man, matter of fact, you think you might be able to pull it up. Hold on, let me see. Maybe you might be able to pull it up in this live podcast.
What is it called?
You can type in on YouTube how the sun sees white people. And when I seen this, I said, oh, okay, that's why they hate us so much. Okay,
Right.
this is why you hate me so much. This is why you sitting there calling me monkey and coon and ugly and darky and all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just typing in what you
Well,
said.
yeah, how
How
the
the
sun
sun.
sees white people, and then we could pull it up right now because we need to educate people. Hold on, let's see.
Exactly.
Let's see.
I don't see it, but you might be able to find it. I don't see that exact title.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, don't tell me they took it off.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Not surprised if that was the case, because
oh, don't tell me they took it off. They.
anything that's going to enlighten us, they want to try to get rid of it.
Oh, let me see.
Anything that's going to make us feel better.
I'm gonna see. I'm looking at a video right now to see if this is it.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Do you see? Hold on. Maybe this is. Okay. Type in how the sun sees you.
Okay, how the sun sees you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, how the sun sees you. And then in this video, if you can pull it up on the live
Okay.
for everybody to see, you'll see that when the white people put on the sunscreen, um, their face looks dark skinned to the sun.
Is it with a lady, a white lady with like
Yeah, yeah,
green? That
yeah,
must
yeah.
be her. Okay.
How the sun sees you. Thomas Lever something. The
Okay.
guy's name is
Yes,
on
yes,
it.
yes. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You
Okay.
you pull that up and just we can let the people see in this room. And this is why they hate dark skinned people. This is why.
Hmm. What I'm gonna do? Because to be honest with you, like I'm YouTube is so sketchy and shaky about using other people's stuff, and I don't really know. So I'm just gonna share the link inside the chat so that people
Oh,
can
okay,
go
okay,
and watch
okay.
it. Because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
be tripping with that copyright stuff.
Hey, you know what? You're absolutely. Hey, nah, Rashida, you're absolutely right about that because I had did a live with somebody like back in the day. They took that video off. We exposed so much. I
I
mean,
can only imagine.
it was too. We was. I don't even want to bring the topic up because you speak about certain topics, they'll try to take the video. So I don't even want. But it was just what's going on in the world right
Yes,
now. I just say that. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
understand.
know that
I'm
because
putting the video in the chat, like I'm putting it in there multiple times so people could go ahead and watch it. Because
yeah,
I'm gonna watch it once I get off here. I'm gonna look at it.
man. I'm telling you, when you see that, you're gonna be like, oh man.
Mm, mm.
Because see, you gotta understand something, Rashida. Like everything has a root to it.
Yep.
You feel me? Like why don't no other skin complexion get disrespected like dark skinned people?
Exactly.
You ever ask
That's a
yourself that?
damn good question.
You ever ask yourself that? Why only us? Why us?
Yeah.
Why we get the jokes and the looks and the
Hmm.
dirty smirks and people
Absolutely.
people turning their face the other way like they just seen
Like they
a alien.
disgusted.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's like, you know what? It's crazy to me because these people talk about like you got these scientists talking about aliens on other planets and ETs and other planets. Well, it's like if you don't even get along with people on your own planet, what makes you think you'll be able to accept an alien? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What if you see an alien and he's darker than us?
Uh-oh.
What you gonna do then? You talk about seeing ETs and shit on other planets and shit. So what if
Yep.
you run into an extraterrestrial from another planet and he black as the damn street? What you gonna do? You gonna be mad? You gonna be mad?
That's a damn good question.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be mad? You know
They'll
what I'm saying?
probably try to look though. They'll probably try to annihilate them. Get rid of them. Take whatever good that they got,
Man,
and then
let me tell you something.
eliminate them.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. They respect black dogs more than they respect a black person, bro.
Right.
Like like look at a Labrador Retriever. A Labrador is real dark. If you look at the black ones, they're
Mm-hmm.
dark, but they seem to love those black labs.
Hmm.
But you don't like a black human.
Yeah, they
But
put
you
us
like
at
a
below
black.
animals.
You like a black dog though. Here, come here, Fluffy. You love the dog, right? You love that black ass dog, but you don't like that black ass, uh, dark melanated person.
Reminds me of Michael Vick. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the Michael Vick. That's crazy.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
mom
he
was
got in
telling
all
me
that stuff because over a dog. So
that.
you're right. He's an example of that.
But shit, the white people be making dogs fight. You know what I mean? It's like everything that's black is just demonized.
Exactly.
It's sad that in 2021 people are still accepting this bullshit.
I could not agree with you more, but that's why we're here to keep on
Oh no,
talking
I'm
about it.
definitely, I saw you live and I was like, man, let me, come and see, show some love and
Oh,
stuff
I
like
appreciate you. I really do because I think the only way that we're gonna get to some type of solution is we gotta have an open and honest dialogue.
Yeah, and I just want to tell you something, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like people like Tommy Sotomayor, man, forget him. Don't even worry about him. People like Charlemagne, the bitch. Don't even worry about people like that, man. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? Like I was thinking like if I ever got a record deal, like I'd get on the Breakfast Club. I don't even know if I want to get on there because of him. Because the Charlemagne the guy, he disrespected Lauryn Hill. He disrespected little Kim
Mm.
and got punched in his face outside the radio station. So some New York niggas ran up on Charlemagne and punched him in his fucking mouth. That's what he get.
Wow.
That's what he get for running his mouth about black women all the damn time. You know what I'm
They,
saying? And it's like,
wow.
and what I was about to say, Charlemagne got, and then he got in an argument with Fredro Starr from Onyx. You know what I'm saying? Fredro Starr was about to check his ass too.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like, all I'm saying is, hey, Charlemagne, you need to watch your mouth, man, because you be talking reckless, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? That's
I agree, and that's the thing that's hurtful because you got some black men that's out here in power positions with some influence that are denigrating black women. You know, it's like how are we ever going to build with each other if we going out to the rest of the world and talking shit about a black woman?
I used to like Kendrick Lamar until he disrespected dark skinned women.
What did he do?
Yeah, I mean, I heard he said something negative about. I can't remember exactly what it was, but and then I think Kodak Black was talking about
Oh yeah,
he don't like dark
yeah.
skinned women because he's dark skinned or something like that, and two dark skinned people don't look good together.
Ain't
Man,
that some shit?
bro, you know
I
how
bet you his mama and he's saying two dark skinned people. That right there really kills me because
that's retarded. That is
yeah,
retarded.
how is it that two dark skinned people don't look good together when I'm
But two
sure his
light
mom
skinned,
and dad probably dark skinned.
but Rashida, two light skinned people look good together. Though.
Exactly. The double
Two
standard. There you go.
two white people look good together.
There you go. You know, here's the thing.
You see the mental damage.
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to pull up the picture of my ex-husband who was very dark. One of the things I used to hate, I mean, I used to really hurt my feelings, but I didn't really say nothing. I would just sit there and kind of take it all in. I was married to a very dark-skinned man. I'm gonna pull up the picture in a second here, so I can show y'all. And we would go out. He used to like to go to. He's from Jamaica. He liked to go to the Jamaican restaurants and stuff. And we would go to different places, not just the Jamaican restaurant. And people would automatically assume that he was my brother instead of my husband. And let me tell you something. I was like I used to be like so hurt over that. I'm like, well, damn. So you trying to tell me that two dark skinned people cannot be together? I'm finna show y'all. He got his head down here, so you ain't gonna really be able to see him. But they're really saying to you is that basically there's my dark skinned husband right there with Lauren when she was she probably about what, I don't know, 1 or 2. As you can see, the man is very dark, kinky nappy hair, and he's tall and very slender. Anyway, it's almost like everywhere we used to go when we started talking to whoever, whether it be in a store or whatever, they would assume that that's my brother. They're doing that shit because he and I are both dark skinned.
Dark skinned. They would, because in their mind they don't think a dark skinned woman would want a man that black,
or that a dark skinned man would want a woman that black. It's like they turn up their fucking nose at you. They're like, some people do this, but it's just so fucking disrespectful. That was one of the things I hated, because I'm like, well, damn. Well, how the hell do y'all think we was before we came over to these Americas? Before they enslaved us and came over to these Americas, the black man was with dark skinned women originally. What the fuck? It's like these people, their minds is twisted. It's even all fucked up.
Back in biblical times. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull out a Bible verse that speaks about hold on. Let's see if I can Let me see if I can find a.
No, go right ahead.
I'm trying to see if I can. It's in the book of Leviticus.
Mm-hmm.
Cause see, back in biblical times, if you had blonde hair, you would be looked at as dirty. In the book of Leviticus, and the Mosaic laws, the laws of Moses, which is the Old Testament. Let me see if I can find the scripture out. Let's see.
Meantime, y'all make sure y'all go and make a donation, please. The Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. So, I want to read a little bit of this while you're looking. Kitty Cakes 82 said, "Dirty looks, street harassment, insults disguised as playful teasing." Shaking my head. I've experienced it all, and it hurts. I empathize with you, Kitty, because let me tell you, they're going through the same thing my whole life. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all like the video, please.
Man, I had it underlined it in the Pacific Bible verse.
No, it's okay. Take your time. Details. King West said, "Please don't let someone's hue keep you away from the most amazing feeling on earth, love." Well, I'm not, but I'll tell you, I'm loyal to the black man, because even with all these onslaughts of insults and the division, black love is still gonna be alive. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna just keep right on fucking going. That's the thing. They don't want us to build together and come together at all. You got some black people that don't want to see it at all. Like I said, with the whole swirling thing, like the swirling thing don't even make sense. Because all you're gonna do if you swirling, you're gonna if you happen to get pregnant, you're gonna create. And people have made this argument before. I'm not the first person to say this, and you can feel free to cut me off anytime you want to once you find the scripture. But all you're gonna do is create the same skin tone that you claim that's caused the problem in the first place. So I just don't understand the logic behind swirling. It just does not make any sense when we're talking about what can we do to solve the problem. That's not an option. That's it's really not. But I just want people to be more empathetic to the plight of dark-skinned women and dark-skinned people, of course, in general, because people complain about, oh, you got an attitude, but you got to stop and think, well, why does this person have an attitude? Why does this person take the time out? Don't just write the person off. I don't believe in doing that. But a lot of times that is exactly what goes on in our black community. That is exactly what happens. We just write each other off and keep on moving.
I found the scripture.
Okay.
So basically, this was like back in biblical times. If you had any type of yellow hair in your beard or on your head, the Levitical priest would pronounce you unclean. So back in biblical times, having yellow hair or blonde hair was considered nasty. So I'm going to read this. This is Leviticus 13, verse 29. It says, "If a man or a woman has a sore on the head or in the beard, then the priest shall examine the sore. And indeed, if it appears deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow and thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean."
Oh, wow.
So even back in biblical times, this is the Old Testament, which is the Torah, which is the laws of Moses. So even back in biblical times, having yellow hair, the priest would pronounce you unclean. You know what I mean? So you got to understand, like, even if you go back to the Moors, the Moors taught the Europeans a lot of the stuff that they know. The Moors taught white people how to bath and take showers because they were living in the Caucasus Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We taught them how to do stuff, and now they're trying to look at us like we're the savages and we're the dirty people and we're
Exactly.
the ones with the low IQs and the ones that are just savages and know nothing. So
Yep.
Rashida, it's already a warfare for black people, and it's even more of a warfare if you're a dark-skinned black person.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
I just had to pull that scripture out. You know? But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I love what you're doing. I'm definitely gonna put this video on my page. Um,
Oh, thank you.
After it's done. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a good build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I sincerely appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, because when a black man comes on and interacts and talks, that's what it's all about. That's all I want. And that's it's like it's the beginning. We gotta start somewhere with each other to build. I'm all about building the black family.
Yeah,
I
you know
want
what
to
I'm
see
saying.
more black
I'm
men with
just,
dark skin.
like I said, I'm I'm 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have no kids. I have no
Oh
wife,
wow.
and there's a reason behind that, because I need to find me a melanated black woman, and it has to be,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be the right one. You know what I
You a
mean?
hot commodity. I hope you know that. You're like the prize. No
Yeah, yeah.
kids.
I'm.
Seriously.
Hey, look, I'm smart out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in relationships, but some of them just didn't work out. And I had plenty times to have kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Sometimes you got to think. You can't just be doing it to any female, and you have to make sure that the woman that you have kids with, that you resonate with her on a spiritual level. Because see, relationship is not just about how the female looks.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, does her spirit make you feel happy?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather date a woman who is regular looking, doesn't even have to be that good looking, but she can make me feel better than the girl that looks super good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm in a relationship, I'm looking for the personality,
Mm-hmm.
and the character. But most importantly, you got to be melanated.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Because there's too many brothers in Hollywood. Go ahead, sister.
no, go ahead. You're good.
It's too many brothers out here that are famous in the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
in the entertainment business, in the sports arena, and they all have mixed girls and white women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna have to, get me a darker woman. You know what I'm saying, on the darker side. You know what I mean? It's necessary. It's necessary.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
necessary. Yeah,
Yep.
it's necessary. And like, I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, so like, when I was younger and I used to rap back in the day, I
Mm-hmm.
would be like, yeah, need a light skinned girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all was brainwashed into that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
now that I have the wisdom and the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and I understand, who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I see a sister that's melanated, it's like I'm in heaven. You know what I mean? Like, real talk.
I love it.
Like, I seen a dark skinned sister at the store. I just started talking to her, and just talking about herbs and natural ways. You know what I'm saying? And we
Mm-hmm.
was talking about Dr. Sabi. I don't know if you know who Dr. Sabi is.
Yes, I do.
We was talking about herbs and stuff like that, and talking about how black people need to be more independent, and how it
Mm-hmm.
should be about like black economics. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
instead of us being out here doing negative stuff to each other, we should be building businesses like a Black Wall Street or something. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? But it's just too many sellouts. You have a lot of black people that sold out, so it's going to be hard for the black people to actually make a movement out here and do something positive for the people.
So
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So it's like I told you, it's a war out here, Rashida. It's a war.
Oh, I could not agree with you more.
You know what I'm saying? And people think slavery is over just because you're not picking cotton, but it's like, it's different type of slavery. You have
Exactly.
slavery in the job field. You have psychological slavery in society when you walk out, the way people look at you. It's all types of mental slavery.
Yep. You are
You know
so
what I'm
right.
saying? And
I could not agree with you more.
people just need to stop disrespecting dark skinned people. That's just what it comes down to.
Yep.
We are the
Couldn't agree with you
original.
more.
We are the original people of the planet, and you got to respect the original. You know what I mean? That's just,
Absolutely.
you know, when a person goes to a store to buy a dog, they're not looking for a mixed dog. They're looking for a full breed pit bull. They don't want a pit bull mixed with a lab. They want a pit bull.
Right.
They don't want a German Shepherd mixed with a Dalmatian. They want a German Shepherd. All right. So
Right.
in the animal kingdom, they value the full breeds, but in the human kingdom, they try to deny the full breed.
Exactly.
So, like I said, it's backwards, man.
You are so right. I could not have said it better myself.
It's backwards. And you know, like if we talking about astrology, I'm a Virgo, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very like calm, I observe stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's why I'm 35 with no children and no wife, because I'm very observant, and I always just want to make the right choice in anything I do. You know what I'm saying? And I think about it sometimes, like, damn, maybe I should have had a kid earlier. But it's like we're living in a time where it's not like the 60s and the 70s, where families were more respected and family was something that was valued back in those days. You know what I'm saying? In our
Right.
parents' days, our forefathers and our grandmothers, they valued relationships and family and kids, and you know what I'm saying? Now it's just different now.
You're right. You're so right. But I'm gonna tell you, you are like you are a commodity. Like seriously, like you don't have no kids. You don't. You know, that's a beautiful thing that you taking your time, and you're not like the typical or average.
People try to crown me sometimes.
They just jealous. They jealous because they settled down with a bunch of bills, child support. You don't have none of that. That's a beautiful thing. That's a smart move you made. It really is.
And of course, like me having kids, it would have to happen in my 30s or my 40s. You know what I mean? Like at least in that age range. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know that's the thing about men? That's why I say, and I really believe this. Men, y'all are the prize, to be honest, because there's more women than there is men. But my dad conceived me when he was 53 years old.
Oh man, that's crazy.
A man can have
I believe that. I believe that. You know why? Because Dr. Sabi was like 70 something. He had a kid.
Yeah. It's us women that after a certain age we give out. But y'all men can keep right on damn going.
And see, like, what's crazy? I used to be a vegetarian, right? I was a vegetarian for a year. I mean, I felt so good, right? But the thing was, Rashida, I was losing so much weight, and if I could be a vegetarian and still have that same weight, like because I'm like 160 something, 170 something right now. So when every time I become vegetarian, I drop down to like 140 or something. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
If I could,
I definitely want to encourage you to be a fruitarian, because that's even worse. You really be.
I'd be. I mean, because you have like bodybuilders who are vegans, but they still strong. Like, how they do that? So I have to do more research, because I know there's a way where you can stop eating animals and still be big.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely possible. I just got to try to find the right protein shakes, and because that's another thing Black people need to be cautious of. Like what we eat and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
It's so many wars, man. So many wars out here.
And honestly, that's one thing I would really, really, really like Black folks to do, is to focus on their diet, because I just am of the belief that if you eat healthy and take care of yourself, you're gonna feel better. And it's a lot of racism that goes on in the medical world. Where
and another thing is people need to start exercising.
Right.
Like
Agreed.
after this live that I'm doing with you on your podcast, I'm about to go work out. I'm about to go get it in.
I love it. I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying? Because see, this is the thing, Rashida. When a man is in his 30s, his testosterone level goes down.
Mm,
See, that's what they don't tell you. See,
right.
I study herbs. I know about herbs. That like my channel's called Food Vibe Nature Herbs because I know a lot about herbs. There's different herbs that can help with fertility, help you have kids.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
you have herbs like ashwagandha that can help with stress, PTSD, insomnia.
Really?
I'm saying, yeah, it's called ashwagandha. Then you got another herb called gotu kola that it comes from India. Gotu
Wow.
kola is a spiritual herb. It helps you tap into the spiritual realm. So, like when you go to sleep, your dreams become more vivid. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? There's a herb called mugwort that
mm-hmm,
helps you tap into the spiritual realm. It's called mugwort. You know what I'm saying? You got
mm-hmm,
ashwagandha, you got gotu kola, you got mugwort. There's another herb called maca. Maca is a herb that helps you adapt to stress. Um,
mm-hmm,
it gives you energy, like when you work out. You know what I'm saying? It gives you more energy.
mm-hmm,
It's just it's good for so much anxiety. And I also tell people, there's another secret that you can do. If you want to boost your energy and get your reproductive system going, that you can take cold showers. Cold showers is
mm.
another secret. And another thing you can do, you can get hot water and put black pepper in it and stir the black pepper in hot boiling water and drink it. So many
Mm.
benefits. So
Oh,
many
wow.
benefits.
You know what? If
I could go on and on, man, but
oh, I was gonna say, if we can come together again and you can come on and we could do a whole live about your information about the herbs. I think that would be a great thing to do because
yeah, herbs and yeah. We
we
can
can do a
definitely.
live together at some point. We can plan it, and you could come on and speak about it.
Yeah, we could talk. I mean, and I guess you can talk about a specific topic. I mean, what like a herb for a specific thing that you would want to talk about?
However you want to do it. I think you got some great information there that need to be shared. So I'm flexible. You can do it however you want to do it.
Oh yeah, another thing, pumpkin seeds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pumpkin
Okay.
seeds. Pumpkin seeds have a lot of benefits too.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, see, I wish you had an Instagram because I'd be sending you.
I do. I
I
got
would
an
flood
Instagram.
your inbox. I would flood your inbox.
I,
You'd be like, damn, what the hell?
I got an Instagram. It's under I think dark skin activist.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram right now. You
You
said,
what? Oh, dark skin activist. I think that's what it is. I don't really be on. I need to start getting on that more. On
is the dark skin separated? Is it all together?
hold on. I'm finna go on my Instagram and look and see.
Yeah, because
Give
I
me
mean,
one.
I could definitely build with you, and we could definitely, share information. Because I mean, I got a lot of herbs I could send you.
Oh,
That
wow.
you can use, and Rashida, all you have to do is go to the vitamin shop.
Hmm.
Do they have
Okay.
Do they have a vitamin shop in your area? Like,
Yes, they do. Yep.
okay, so where do you live? Like, what state do you live in?
Florida.
Okay, man, you vibing high over there. That's
Oh,
man,
yeah.
man, what? Cause
Oh,
man, I wish I lived out Florida.
really?
Yeah, man, because it's you got the Haitian community going over there. It's a lot of
Yes,
good, a lot of
you're
black
right.
culture over there.
But right down there, Miami, and I believe Fort Lauderdale as well. Hmm.
Okay,
How
dark
can I
skin.
see this? Yeah, it should say. See,
Oh, okay.
yeah, dark skin activist. That's what it is.
I see you. I'm
Yep,
about to
yep.
follow you right now. You can follow me back.
I sure will.
All right, I just followed
Yep.
you right now. Mine is called Young Still underscore VA 703.
Um,
And you know, I got a lot of trolls and a lot of haters that hate on me on social media. So, you know, just for the record, if anybody comes at you and be like, yo, he's this, they're just agents. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, I'm like this. I don't go off of the word of what other people say about somebody. I will deal with that person, and if I like that person, I'm not influenced like that.
Okay.
People can't
Yeah,
do that with
you
me.
know, I just had to put that out there because I got a lot of haters, Rashid.
I understand. I do
Social
too.
media.
I
Yeah.
get it. You said I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to this thing.
Yeah, I just matter of fact,
User notified.
I'm gonna message you. I followed you. I'm gonna just type in my name. My rat name is Young Still. So I'm gonna I just sent you a message on
Okay.
IG. Matter of fact,
There you go. Now I see you.
yeah, so you just follow me back.
All right. Got it. Done. Here we go. Yeah, this has been a wonderful conversation. I appreciate you.
Oh man, no problem, man.
I love it.
Yeah, I love your show, man. I love what you talk
Oh,
about.
thank you.
I'm a fan, man. Like since back in the day, like I was a fan. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm a fan of yours too.
Because it's like I ain't never heard nobody like stand up the way you do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people want to say what you saying, but they scared.
When you get sick and tired of something and you have no,
And
you
I want
just,
you to look at some. I got videos talking about dark skin issues too. You should check them out. Matter of
I
fact,
sure will.
I'll put them in your IG.
Okay.
Some of the dark skin videos I made.
And they're on the videos are on Instagram.
Nah, they're on my YouTube, but I can copy the link and put it in your inbox.
Okay, whatever's easiest for you.
Man, hey yo, the black is beautiful, man. I'm
Tell
telling
me
you.
about it.
I'm looking at your pictures right now. I said, what the hell?
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. People gotta wake up, man. People gotta wake up. I'm
Tell me
trying to
about
tell
it.
you.
To the
We, we,
beauty. It's
we,
like you
we,
said, it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
nah, man. I'm honored to talk to you, man. And you know, like people be coming on my live show talking about, man, I'm honored to talk to you, Young Still, and that's how I feel about you. Is like the way
Oh,
the
trust
people
me, the
the
feeling is
way
mutual.
yeah
Trust me.
the way people come on my show and talk to me and be like, man, I'm honored to speak to you. Like that's how I feel right now. Cause like,
Oh,
I
thank
mean,
you. I appreciate that. I do.
you're somebody that's really in the algorithms. I mean, you had the Breakfast Club talking trash about you. You had Tommy Sotomayor talking shit about you. So it's like you're well known out here and you're putting in work. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
thank you.
You're putting in work. And, you know, you've been doing it for years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now all these other females, all of a sudden, they want to talk about dark skin, this and dark. They didn't even know shit about that. They weren't even thinking about speaking
They
about
didn't
that
care.
until
The
they heard
thing
your
is, they
platform.
didn't care. They didn't care to talk
Come
to
on,
speak on it.
man. And that's
I
why I keep
always
saying,
cared.
like, I always tell you I can vouch for you on that because you was the first female I heard speaking about dark skin issues.
I,
You
I
feel me?
I appreciate that so much. I really do. Words can't even express. I
Yeah,
do.
because a
I
lot of
appreciate
people
it.
don't be trying to give you your credit, man. I be seeing shit, man. I see the shit.
They won't.
They don't
That's
want to
how.
give
That's
you
how.
credit.
That's how we are in the black community. That's why we have a problem getting where we need to get to. All the backbiting and backstabbing.
Hey, but you know
I
what
don't.
you know what the Bible said? The Bible said that you will have an evil eye towards your brother. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. You will have
mm,
an evil eye towards your brother. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
That's why I even like with some content creators that I have issues with, I be trying to make peace with them, you know? Like I'm trying to be in a
Yeah,
sense where I'm just trying to be peaceful with everybody, you know what I mean?
that's a
'Cause
smart move.
that's the
Yeah,
best vibes to be on.
you're right. You're right. Couldn't agree with you more.
They, you know, like I said, they say Black Lives Matter, but I mean, do we practice that within the black community? Do we
Nope,
practice that? We don't practice that. We
we
don't
don't.
practice that. And then people get mad when I speak on topics like this. Why you getting mad at me? I'm
Because
speaking the
you're telling the
truth.
truth.
Damn. What the hell?
He's telling me people tend to get angry with the truth for some strange
They're
reason.
like, yeah, don't get mad at the messenger.
Exactly.
I'm just telling it like it is, man. Because if I don't say it, who's gonna talk about the issues, man?
Exactly. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess I'll let you continue, man. You can hit me, you can DM me anytime if you want to speak, if you want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
always.
sure will. I hope to get you back on here to talk about them herbs.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we can. Because I know you're a vegetarian. You know what I'm saying?
Vegan.
Oh, okay, you're vegan. That's even
Yeah.
better. The vegans
Yeah.
even that's better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, because
Yep.
look, once you get on that vegan level, man, your vibration and man, I'm telling you, man, I'm excited. You're motivating me to want to go back to that lifestyle.
It is. Sometimes I feel I people don't find it strange, but I get high off of green juice. All it is kale and some
Man, it's fine.
lime.
Look, man, I know a lady. I know a lady named Adama Speaks,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to order herbs from her. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you know, these herbs are powerful. You know, it's cleansing herbs. It takes the mucus.
Wow.
You know, we've been eating certain foods our whole life, so we got a lot of mucus in our body.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My only thing, Rashida, is I want to be a vegetarian or a vegan, but I want to
Mm-hmm.
maintain my weight. So if I can find a way, they were saying that if you eat a lot of bread, you can maintain your weight still. They say bread helps you gain weight. You know
And
what I'm
then you
saying?
got, avocado, and then you got the nut butters, peanut butter, almond butter, whatever, that's also can be fattening as well.
Oh, avocados.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I'm
avocado
gonna
got a lot of
do.
healthy fat in it.
Okay, I'm gonna do some
Yeah.
research. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work out
But you
and
can,
then
I
do
mean,
some.
I hate to hear that holds somebody back, because I hear that a lot when people say I don't want to be vegan or vegetarian
No,
because I'm
no,
gonna
no.
get too
I
skinny.
wanna see. This the
But
thing. I want to be
I don't
vegetarian.
know. I think if you're working out in the gym, I think you could do it. I mean, it is true you will lose weight, but
I
I,
mean,
I
because if
think
you
it
think
I think
about
it
it,
can all work out.
I mean, Bruce Lee was like 135
You
pounds, but he
still
was
there?
strong. Yeah, you hear me?
You there?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
You there?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
Can you hear
Lost
me?
you there for a minute. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, you say you lost me?
Yeah, I had lost you for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
So yeah, I was saying like I just got to do research when it comes to like diet and stuff like that. Eating,
Right.
because I think I can still maintain the weight being a
Mhm.
vegan or vegetarian. I would just have to find the substitute supplements to take.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That
Because
makes
I
sense.
cause I really don't want to eat animals. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't want to eat this. You know what I mean? And when I was a vegetarian, I felt way better, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
And
I could
I
not
just
agree
want
with
to
you
go.
more.
I want to go back to that lifestyle, man. And that's why it's good to have positive people like you around, because it's like motivation.
Oh yeah, you can do it. I mean, you can do it. You already know the feeling that you get,
Yeah,
and the lightness, and I it's a great feeling. It really is.
yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
But man, Rashida, was an honor speaking to you, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you can hit me up anytime. Um,
Oh, you as well.
you can go ahead and send me your cash app, man. I'll see what I can do if I can hook you up with something, man.
The cash. Thank you very much. The Cash App. Um, it's I don't know if you can see your screen, but I got it on the screen, and I'm
Hold on,
throwing it in the
let
chat.
me, let me look at my cell phone.
It's $ Rashida Lala.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this.
Thank you. I do appreciate you very much.
No problem. I mean, I work. I have a job, so it ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
I'm doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying, in life, but
It's a
besides
blessing.
that one topic I was telling you about, the gang stalking and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, the corruption within American society, where certain community watch groups harass certain citizens and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's something that I deal with because I got a lot of haters, you know what I'm saying, in my circle, but it's all good. You know, God will make a way.
There's a sister, you might even know her. I don't know. Maybe you've seen her on YouTube. I did an interview with her. I want to say maybe like 3 years ago, and she was saying the same thing that you saying about the gang stalking. She said the same thing. I wish I could find that sister video. You might even know her if you maybe you
Oh
ran into her video.
I probably know her.
She's a dark skinned woman, um, talking about gang stalking.
Well, see, this
The
is the thing.
same thing.
See, this is the thing, Rashid. A lot of dark skinned people get gang stalked.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
Why?
like human trafficking. You know, dark skinned people got special organs, man.
Oh damn.
We got melanin. You know, when black people die, man, they take the melanin and make powder out of it, man. It's called
Really?
melanin. It's called melanin powder.
Wow. I never knew any of this.
See, this is the stuff that, you know, when you talk about, you know what I'm saying, you might have that agent watching you the next day or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
you know, it's certain things I could talk about on here, but you know, I don't want to get too deep. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's
I
it's
don't
it's
want,
kind of scary actually.
yeah. I mean, you see it in the movies, and what do they say? Movie is an imitation of life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So a lot of the things that you see in the movies is really what's happening in real life. And that's why they always make movies about the universe and different planets, and because that stuff is real. There's really different planets out there and different solar
Mm.
systems and different beings, and you know what I'm saying? That's why they always making movies about the universe and different planets. Like a lot of this shit is real, you know? A lot of
Already
this
out
shit is
there.
real.
Yeah.
You know, like Area 51, you know, they don't want you to know what's over there, you know, in
Mm.
Area 51, but you know, I don't want to say too much, you know, on here. You know,
Well, I
we could
tell you
say
what,
that, huh?
I would love for you to come back on here and we talk about, whatever you feel comfortable divulging about that,
Yeah,
and then about the herbs.
we could talk about. I think when I come back on here, we should talk about herbs and
Hmm.
and black economics.
I think that's a great topic. Two great topics that needs to be discussed.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? I would like to see black people come together more.
Yeah, me too. We so divided in a lot of ways. It's driving me crazy sometimes, but you just keep on fighting.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you something, man. I'm about to get up off of here and get this workout in.
Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate you coming on here and sharing your wisdom, because you
No problem.
said a lot of good stuff tonight that I know that people got something out of it. So thank you. I
Oh
appreciate you. I
man,
really do.
no problem, Queen, man. I take my hat off to you. And what I was gonna say, yeah, looking forward to doing that next interview with you about the herbs and the black
Yes,
economics.
absolutely.
And when you're done with this live, I'll probably put this on my page as well.
Thank you. Go right ahead. Feel free. Thank you very,
Yeah.
very much.
Man, I got nothing but love for you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
The same here, and I will. I won't ever stop. I promise you that.
Okay. All right.
All
One love.
right. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was a wonderful, wonderful build with that brother there. Oh man, and see that's what this is all about. Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm kind of like sleepy, but I still got stuff I want to say. That's what dark skin activism is all about. I always wanted to get together with a black man and just talk and just you know build and just be there for each other, support it. That's the way that it is supposed to be. That's what I'm pushing for. With dark skin activism, bringing black men back to dark skinned black women, but of course doing it in balance. Doing it in balance. That's very important. Y'all understand that, because I'm not saying, and I never said that black men would marry um, only dark skinned women. That's not what I'm advocating. I'm just saying that we need to have some balance there. I don't think it's anything wrong with having balance. I don't think it's anything wrong with calling out a situation in the Black community if you see that it's out of balance. And for years, it's been like this. For years, uh, non-dark skinned women have held the key to the Black man's heart. And I'm just saying that we got to stop it. We got sisters out there that want to be married. We already got situations that stacked against us, um, with the more women than men. And then you have stuff like the prison system where they're locking up all our brothers and our men that could potentially make great husbands. You see what I'm saying? So when I talk to a brother like our brother that just left, it makes me feel so good because he's doing it right. No kids, 35, no kids. Oh man, let me tell you something. He's the prize. Okay. Some woman will come along and hopefully she's a good, decent woman, and will be so happy, you know. So I just think that, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on trying. Um, you take a rest and get back up and just go at it again so that we can build as Black people, build the Black community. You cannot build the Black community if you don't have the Black man and the Black woman coming together, the Black woman in general and the dark-skinned Black woman in particular. You can't build if you don't have us coming together. And running away is not the option. I will never run away from my Black man, ever. Okay. And um you know we need to rediscover each other in the Black community. It's talking about getting back to the femininity, letting y'all know that dark skinned women, we are just as feminine than light skinned women. There's no difference except for in the skin tone, you know and so when we get back to that, when Black men come back to the way of thinking that um, our ancestors was thinking in Africa, and we reprogram our mind, all this could stop. You know, and I'm not so sure. I don't ever want to like say something that's a lost cause, but I'm not so sure that it would definitely not be easy to to change the mindset of people that are over a certain age. But the children, I do believe that they have a chance. They have a fighting chance, and it's our job to make it happen. It is our job. We can't just write it off and relinquish our responsibility to somebody else. That's why I'm so against this whole idea of swirling. You are giving in. You don't want to give in. You want to keep on fighting. Soon you won't have to. You won't always have to fight. You won't always be fighting. You know. But y'all, I'm getting so sleepy here. I'm gonna get on up off here. But I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank our brother for coming on. And if you hold up one second, y'all, I was trying to find his channel on here. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to that brother, because he's very knowledgeable about, like you said, talking about the herbs as well as other things. And I really enjoyed talking to him, and I think you guys would enjoy watching his videos on his channel. Bear with me one second. I'm trying to find his channel. Wait a second. I just seen it. Oh, there it is. His channel. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Food Vibes Nature Herbs. That's the name of his channel. It's right there. Y'all see that? So make sure y'all go and subscribe and watch some of his content because he really does have good content. And yeah, y'all. Thank you, Lady Fun. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in to watch tonight. I really do appreciate your listening ear, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of the weekend. And please do not forget to make a donation. No donation is too big or small. Now my Cash App is $sign Rashida Lala. Once again, my Cash App is $sign Rashida Lala. Hold on, let me put it up there again. It's right there. $sign Rashida Lala. My PayPal is ice cream lady dream at yahoo.com. All right. And if you want to go to my GoFundMe, all you got to do is Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe and it'll come up. Now you can find my Cash App and my PayPal on my website, which is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. Okay, so you can go there and you scroll down and you'll see the Cash App, you'll see the PayPal, or you can go on my YouTube videos. And if you look in the description or in the comment section, you will see my Cash App, PayPal, and my Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Okay, so thank you for watching, y'all, and y'all are listening, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist.